to go? You ready? You gotta have a leash. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Let's go. We're gonna eat lunch. We're gonna see Lila. No, we're gonna see Lila and McAdoo. Quit being silly. You ready to go? Okay, let's get the leash. So y'all just get to see like the well-behaved Scout and Lizzie. You think that they're well-behaved other than Lizzie eating plastic. What y'all just saw is how excited they are to go. Go is their favorite word. They love to go. They really don't care where we go. In this case, we're going to eat lunch with my daughter and my husband, and they will get to be with their best friends, Lila and Mac, who are, of course, dogs. But I was just thinking about those of us, as I'm backing very carefully out of the driveway, those of us that are born-again believers, we feel like that about the rapture. We're so excited that we are beside ourselves. We are also, you saw them fight each other. They do that. They get so excited that they're just agitated and they fight each other. And maybe that's a little bit of what's happening with born-again believers right now. We're just so excited because we sense in the Holy Spirit that something is coming and something's about to happen. And so we're all anticipating that, and we're on the edge. In any case, I'm gonna do a little video in a little while on the order that we need to read the book of Revelation. You know, Revelation is the only book in the Bible that we are given a promise in the very beginning of that book that we'll be blessed by reading it. It's the only book. You know, and I've thought about that many times. What is that blessing? You know, what is that blessing? And so we'll talk about that. But in any case, there's an order that you read the book of Revelation. There's an order that it goes in. And most people don't realize that, and I didn't realize it for a very long time until I did some serious studying and reading up on it. And of course, to read and understand the book of Revelation, you need to have a good understanding of the book of Daniel. So, you know, that's one of those that you might want to, sorry guys, I'm trying to pull out very carefully. That's one of those that you might want to put Daniel on your reading list and read it first, because there's so much symbolism in Revelation that is revealed in Daniel, and it's explained in Daniel. One of the rules in understanding Bible prophecy and symbolism is the very first time something is mentioned, that's God saying, pay attention. For example, I'm going to give you an example. In the Garden of Eden, when we first see the serpent, and we realize that basically it is the devil. And so other times in the Bible where you hear about the serpent, we think back to the very first time that we saw the serpent in the garden, and we know that it's the devil, that they're speaking of the devil or something evil. So that's just an example. So usually in the Bible, the very first time that we are shown a particular symbol or thing, or a first mention, I think it's the rule of the law of first mention, I think is what it's called. That's usually what it's going to mean throughout the Bible. So Daniel is very helpful. So if you haven't read Daniel, you might want to look through it or skim it. If you don't want to read the whole thing, look and see if you can find, just Google a commentary on Daniel. And get some of the symbolism kind of in your head before you start Revelation. But in any case, I'm hoping that I will get to do that this afternoon. I worked last night, so I've got a little bit of time off this afternoon. This is our year end, our fiscal year end. So I've been doing some year end reports and things like that, and being very productive and getting a lot done. So when we get to do that, sometimes we get to have a little free time. So hopefully I will get to put that up this afternoon. And I wanted to share with y'all also a dream that I had. I'm sorry guys, it wasn't a dream. It was actually something I saw. I'm sorry, I'm trying to drive and do this and I'm not always great at it. So last night I was doing my praise and worship, and then also I had been doing some pretty heavy duty intercessory prayer, and was getting ready to go to bed. It was about 3:15, and our air conditioning is not working right now, which is, for those of you in the country where it's cool, it's not cool here. It's in the 80s still. And so I just was looking out the window, and I looked up at the moon because it was really, really bright, and the moon was right in the middle of what looked like a cross. And it was like the rays of the moon formed a perfect cross. And I saw that, and I just it wasn't even the Holy Spirit. I'm very familiar with what the Holy Spirit feels like and how he interacts with me. This was actually, I felt God. I felt God very, very strongly. I had a complete sense of peace and love and safety. I guess I felt safe, very comforted, very much knowing that everything was okay and everything was going to be okay. It was just, he just stopped by to visit me, is all I know to tell you. He just stopped by to visit me for just a little while, just to spend some time with me and to let me know that, you know, not to worry about things. I watched the debate last night and I was a little agitated about the debate. It was kind of stressful, you know, and I had been thinking about some of the political things and that type of things, and reading comments from brothers and sisters that are undergoing, you know, terrible things and sad situations that breaks my heart, and was just a little bit, I guess I would say, agitated, unsettled. And so that was absolutely God coming in and just telling me, you know, basically it's going to be okay. I've got this handled. I'm God, you know. So I will try. I took a picture of it. The picture's not great. I was praying as I took the picture that you would be able to see what I saw. The picture's not fantastic, but I'll try and link it and maybe y'all can see it. But when I looked at it, it was a perfect cross. It wasn't like in the middle of the sun where you like have rays going out. It was literally a perfect cross. So I'm going to link that for you guys, hopefully, and hopefully y'all can see what I saw. But in any case, y'all have a good afternoon, and if the Lord doesn't hurry and come back and get us, I will be with y'all later. Bye bye.